Delicious. Hey, T-Sippers. First of all, I want to thank to everyone who sent me get well wishes. You don't know this, but it made me feel all the love and support from many people, including my friends, parents, teachers, and staff, and more. I got to see that I have an amazing support team behind me, and it means the world to me. I'm going to speak from my experience, and it's not to scare anyone at all. The surgery was a horrible experience. It's one that I honestly hope I don't have to do ever again. My ophthalmologist told me in our consult that it wouldn't hurt and my eyes would be a little red and I wouldn't remember anything. I wish that was true, but that was far from the truth. My dad drove my mom and I to the hospital Friday morning. It was a different city because that is where my doctor does surgery. When we got to the hospital, my mom called the surgical department. The nurse came out, scanned her temperature, and led us to a small empty room. My mom filled out forms while hugging me. Then a nurse came and took us to the surgery department, which had a hallway of rooms separated by walls and curtains. The nurse talked to my mom about what to expect while I got dressed into their hospital gowns. I had to get in their heated blankets, which had a heated plastic with warm air blowing in. Some of you saw what that looked like, but those of you who didn't, here I am. My mom held my hand and made me laugh for nearly 2 hours before the surgery. The surgeons came to talk to me and my mom and answered our remaining questions. We found out that my mom had to wait in the parking lot while I was in surgery because they had too many kids scheduled for surgery and needed my prep room. We were not happy about that because we have been told several times that my mom could wait in the building for me. My mom comforted me and asked the nurses to slow down while speaking so that I could understand the process and there was a lot of chaos and change in the plans. Each nurse gave us different answers, so that left us confused. During our wait, we heard children after children got taken back for surgery and wake up screaming. We were separated by a curtain, so we heard everything. My mom called a nurse over to ask us why the children are screaming and what burned, because that is what every kid screamed about. My ophthalmologist told me nothing would hurt. So what's this about? The nurses told us that the kids wake up afraid and confused and cranky from being put to sleep. Shortly after, the nurse came and wheeled my bed away. My mom gave me a hug, a kiss, and told me she loved me and will see me as soon as I wake up. She walked by my bed until the double doors opened. The doctor put a bubble on my nose that smelled like hand sanitizer, and I went to Mimi Land. Now, when I woke up, my eyes were burning. I was screaming from the pain and was calling for my mom. There were two voices I heard telling me that my mom was coming. They were pressing my elbows down so I wouldn't touch my eyes. I heard my mom's voice coming down the hallway asking the nurses, "Where is she? Why is she screaming? How long has she been awake? What's burning?" Then I felt her hand on my head. I realized that I couldn't see or open my eyes. They felt like they were glued shut, and they burned. It was very painful. I screamed for over an hour. My mom helped me calm down by doing deep breaths. I was able to stop crying, which helped me relax my eyes. My mom kept talking to me and explaining everything that the nurses were doing because I couldn't see a thing. I felt burning pain. She kept a cool cloth on my eyes and gently cleaned the blood that was coming from my eyes. After an hour, the surgeons came to check on me and said that my eyes would stay closed until the next day or so. That was scary news, but my mom made me feel safe. The nurses were all talking at my mom. I heard 4 different voices. They were telling her instructions while she scribbled it all down in her notebook. Looking back, I'm thankful for my mommy because while she keeping me calm, she cleaned the blood from my face, took notes, asked questions, and made sure that the nurses were keeping me comfortable. After turning off the lights in the hospital room, my mom helped me get dressed while the nurses brought me a wheelchair. My mom kept describing everything, and that was helpful. So, imagine waking up in pain, eyes burning, your head spinning. Nurses grab you, and you have no idea what's happening because you can't see, and it hurts to cry. My mom texted my dad to pull up to the side of the door because I was being discharged. Then I heard my dad's voice. I felt his hand helping me in the car and heard my mom telling me she was getting in the back seat to sit with me. When my dad drove us home, my mom held the cool cloth on my eyes, so I dozed in and off to sleep. My dad carried me up to my parents' room, and my mom helped me into their comfy bed. My mom got me into fresh PJs and a clean wet cloth, while my dad ordered food because they didn't eat or drink anything. I was able to hear how much of a team they are. I closed my eyes and slept for a few hours. I woke up scared that I still couldn't open my eyes. My parents told me everything that was going on. They even put on my favorite show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because I was very familiar with the show because I was able to know what was going on by listening. My dad fed me soup while my mom kept my eyes clean from the blood, tears, and comfortable. The next morning, I was scared. I still couldn't open my eyes. My mom called different phone numbers, but no one answered. She got a fresh damp cloth and kept it on my eyes as my dad fed me breakfast. Finally, after 24 hours, my eyes opened slowly. I was able to see quick glances like I was peeking. My eyes kept doing that for a few hours before they opened fully. Once they were open, my mom put eye drops in my eye to prevent infections, and that will need to happen for 2 weeks. My eyes look like they're full of blood, and I look like a vampire, but I am looking on the bright side that now the pain is not so bad as it was. The burning feeling is gone, but the headache is still off and on. I won't be able to see because everything looks blurry and I see twos. A huge downside is that I had to remove my earrings because the hospital won't allow them. Unfortunately, the piercings are closed. So this week, I'm going to go get my ears re-pierced. Thank you all for watching T-Sippers and for the support. I want to give a special shout out to my teacher, Mrs. S, for the amazing card she sent me with sweet messages for my peers and staff. She held into my worries for me and checked in with my mom to know how I was doing. The support before and during and after surgery made a huge difference, so thank you. Thanks for watching, T-Sippers. If you have a video idea you want to see, or if you want to be featured in my next video, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and show me your support, T-Sippers. Please don't forget to like this video. Click the bell to get updates about my new videos. And please, of course, subscribe to my Spill the Tea channel. And bye!